Hey, your Realtor Nation, Kevin Plotz, the CEO of the Cedar Rapids Area Association of Realtors, and we are back with our interviews. Today we have a newer board of directors, Chris Terukina with Rule and Rule Realtors. And so as we do with all these interviews, we've got a list of questions so that you can get to know Chris a little bit better. And so we'll kick it off with that. And again, these are our 3-minute videos, so we're going to keep it quick today, Chris. So the first thing that we want to ask you is how did you get into the real estate business, or maybe tell us a little bit about your background growing up in Cedar Rapids?
Sure. Yeah, I was born and raised in Cedar Rapids, so I have a really tight connection to this community. Went to the University of Iowa, took the long route through school, but loved every minute of it.
Yep.
And had a job in brand development after that, and then worked at another company in Iowa City for a while.
Yep.
And after some restructuring at that organization, I had an opportunity to study for real estate, and it's something I'd always been interested in. And really what it came down to was my work prior to this has always been helping people.
Sure.
And it was kind of the best of both worlds, really, to get involved with it. And
that's awesome.
I've loved every minute of it.
And so that dovetails nicely too. And so when I first got to know Chris was through the Habitat for Humanity committee. And as a lot of you know who are watching this, one of my jobs is to kind of go to all these committees and see, who's stepping in and who's coming to the top and volunteering their services. And that's something that I saw with Chris as a natural leader within that committee. And so we asked him to apply to be on the board of directors, and he's in the first year of your term.
Yep.
So let's keep going. So we talked about Habitat. And are you on the board? You're on the board of directors for Habitat as well?
Yep, I'm the vice president.
That's awesome.
On the board of directors.
Very cool. How long have you been with the Habitat board of directors?
3 years,
Okay.
and just had another 3-year term renewed, so
Okay.
I'll be doing 3 more years.
Very cool. Other committees with CRAAR that you're on?
I'm on the Public Relations Committee, the Habitat Committee,
Yep.
obviously, and then DEI
Okay,
Committee.
awesome. So a couple of other questions. The first one is, what do you most enjoy about volunteering?
I like the idea that it's usually low pressure, and it's a way to get involved with your community, give back to your community, and really it's whatever you put into it. So
Right.
if you want it to be a really big deal or commitment, you can do that. Or if it's just something where you only have a few minutes at a time, that's another way that you can do it as well. So that's kind of what I like about it. It's flexible with what your availability is.
Very cool. We talked about, also one of the other questions is, what would you say to encourage other people to volunteer? And I think you just kind of talked about that a little bit. Is get involved and make a difference in the association, and I think it certainly helps your real estate business as well, making those connections.
Yeah, absolutely. Making connections with people in the community, and honestly, even with our fellow realtors.
Yeah.
When I am working on a transaction with another agent who I've met through a committee or through volunteering, we have a personal relationship that just makes things a little bit more amicable, and it's easier to work through some of those difficult situations that we find ourselves in every day as realtors.
Right, when you know that person across the table.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, we're at our time. Want to thank you, Chris, for helping us out today. We appreciate you very much, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.